Welcome to World Buzz Bulletin, bringing you the latest global updates. The current situation in Palestine remains extremely critical. The ongoing attacks by Israel continue to target innocent civilians, including children, women, and the elderly, leaving families living in constant fear. The humanitarian crisis is growing worse every day, with millions affected by violence, poverty, and insecurity. Hospitals and clinics are overwhelmed. Medical personnel work tirelessly under extreme conditions to treat the wounded, while shortages of medicine, equipment, and supplies make it nearly impossible to provide adequate care. The destruction of farmland, markets, and businesses has left families without livelihoods, worsening poverty and making it difficult for communities to rebuild. Even in moments when the attacks seem to pause, fear never leaves the people of Gaza and the West Bank. Every day brings new threats of airstrikes, artillery shelling, and settler violence. Palestinians endure not just physical danger, but emotional and psychological trauma that will affect generations. The resilience of the Palestinian people, however, remains remarkable. Despite decades of suffering, they continue to hope for justice, peace, and freedom. They dream of a life where their children can go to school safely, where families can rebuild their homes, and where communities can thrive without fear of violence. Countries including Pakistan, Turkey, Qatar, Malaysia, Indonesia, and several Arab nations have expressed strong support for Palestine. They have called for urgent humanitarian aid, protection for civilians, and an immediate end to the violence. International human rights organizations warn that unless immediate action is taken, the crisis will worsen, and more lives will be lost. The world must act now to prevent further suffering. The Palestinian people have the right to live safely and freely. No child should be forced to grow up amidst bombs and rubble. No family should have to flee for their survival. No parent should live in fear for their children's lives. This terror must end, and the international community must take action to guarantee the basic human rights and freedoms of all Palestinians. The time for silence is over. Every life lost, every home destroyed, and every family displaced is a call to action. The world must unite to stop the attacks, deliver humanitarian aid, and ensure justice and peace for Palestine. Each voice raised in support of human rights strengthens the call for a safer, more just future. Palestinians continue to live under the shadow of violence, yet their resilience shines through. Despite decades of suffering, they remain hopeful and determined to survive and reclaim their rights. It is our responsibility as a global community to stand for Palestine, amplify their voices, and demand an end to the violence. Families in Gaza and the West Bank continue to live in fear. Schools are unsafe, hospitals overcrowded, and access to food, water, and medicine remains limited. Every day of inaction extends the suffering, and the world cannot afford to remain silent. The cries of mothers, the laughter of children, and the hopes of generations must be protected. Every person has the right to live safely, freely, and with dignity. The world must ensure that Palestinians can finally rebuild their lives and enjoy the human rights they deserve. Free Palestine. Stay tuned for more world news and global updates only on World Buzz Bulletin.